Welcome to.
You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always gonna keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear.
He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready?
He's all fired up now, King. The takeover.
Let's go.
Yo, what's happening, people? What's happening? What's popping? Appreciate everybody tapping in to the Wrestling Takeover podcast. If you guys are listening to it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/JTTakeover. If you guys are listening to it on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio-based content. I appreciate everybody kicking it with me, man. I'm your host, Jordan Turner. This is the most creative and honest podcast in the wrestling space. Why am I so nonchalant? Why am I so not enthused? This is going to be, as I always do, every single video, every single podcast. I'm always honest. I am always direct. I don't bullshit anybody. I try to keep it P on this show. You know what I mean? I try to keep it respectful as I possibly can. There's a lot of things going on in the WWE product right now that, quite frankly, a lot of people do not like. A lot of people are not fucking with majority of the things that the WWE right now is doing and what's giving to us, the audience. I'm going to talk from my own perspective, and I'm going to be completely transparent. You guys might not like what I have to say. We all have different views and opinions, and I understand that. I'm trying to keep it calm. I'm going to keep it timid. We're not going to shout. We're not going to scream. We are going to bring valid opinions, reasonable conversations, discussions to the table that I'm curious to know how y'all are feeling about the WWE product. Do you guys watch on a weekly basis? Do you guys watch Monday Night Raw? Do you guys watch Friday Night SmackDown? Do you guys watch NXT? I think we all could agree we all watch the Premier Live events. But I don't watch SmackDown. I don't give a fuck about SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown on a weekly basis. The show is boring. The show is not good. The show just does not interest me. I am going to try to, because I have bullet points, but at the same time, I'm going to kind of be all over the place, but I want to try to format it as much as I can. I have a lot to say. And this is a PSA type of podcast here about my honest and truthful opinions about the WWE product. And I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok giving their thoughts, giving their expertise, and giving their just opinions on the current state of WWE, where it's at today. And I know we've seen the announcement of Saudi Arabia with the WWE. I will talk about that briefly, giving you guys my opinion on it. But quite frankly, I'm not surprised with what happened with Saudi Arabia and WrestleMania. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. We knew this is where they were going to go. And so when we seen what we got, there's just, nobody should be surprised with what we got, right? But the truth needs to come out. We've seen the news of Andrade. He got let go from the WWE, wellness policy, whatever. I'm going to break that down. And that Andrade situation
is now
is my bad, guys. My bad. I played it before I was done talking. The Andrade situation is a bigger problem that WWE, quite frankly, are afraid to admit. It's not about what he did, reason why he got let go. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that. I don't care. The problem with Andrade, he came in and the creative have nothing for him. That's my problem. That's the situation. And I don't really hear a lot of people bringing it up. I don't hear a lot of people bringing up the facts that need to be on the table. And I'm going to do that. That's my responsibility. I love to bring up, it's not that it's uncomfortable type of conversations, because nothing's uncomfortable. Nothing's uncomfortable. The thing is, people, respect to them, they got connections here and there. God bless them. That's great. But people are afraid to bring up real conversations and really attack the WWE like they really should be attacked. Because right now, WWE is not really doing a great job whatsoever in, professional wrestling. Quite frankly, North American professional wrestling, it ain't popping. It's not popping, right? Ticket sales for the WWE continue to grow up. Mark Shapiro of TKO, he don't care. He does not care. He's going to outright continue to boost up the ticket sales, this and that. So we're going to talk about that too. We're going to break it all down. But I wanted to kind of give you all I would say, map of what I'm going to talk about. Later on this week, you guys are going to be listening to WWE WrestlePalooza preview and predictions. We're going to talk about that as well later in the week, so you guys can look forward to that. But this has been on my mind for quite some time. I've been wanting to gather people's opinions on it, and I came around this TikTok video, and it kind of assumed everything. All right, we're going to tackle the Saudi Arabia thing first. We're going to talk about that first. This is from Ruthless Talk. Shout out Ruthless. If you know, you know. On TikTok, shout out to them. I'm going to be responding to what they have to say, hearing their thoughts, hearing their opinions about the Saudi Arabia stuff, and then I'm going to respond to my own thoughts and opinions on this whole Saudi Arabia, WWE, WrestleMania type of conversation. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to lead into just other things surrounding the WWE product that I personally have, as a fan, I'm not into at all. WWE has a problem, and people, y'all need to stop being scared and bring up and start addressing the problems that are staring us in the face when it comes to the WWE product. But niggas don't want to bring up. Niggas don't want to speak up and bring that shit up. Okay, that's cool, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in the most respectful way possible, though. That's the thing. I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to do any of that. But these type of conversations need to be had. So let's get into what they have to say.
Continue to make it crystal clear that their greed is just at an all-time fucking high. Not only do
Let's stop there. I'm going to go bit for bit here. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing and then just immediately respond. Now I'm going to go bit for bit for this one. This specific topic regarding Saudi Arabia and TKO. I mean, it's clear, right, that TKO are greedy. Mark Shapiro, pretty much. This dude confirmed that not only is ticket sales going to continue to go up, but we're not pandering to the families. We're not pandering to the families. That's what Mark Shapiro pretty much said. Vince McMahon used to do that. We're not doing that. We're doing a different strategy. We're going to outprice the normal standard WWE fan, because that's exactly what they've done. They've completely just outright just outpriced normal WWE fans. It's crazy. Let's continue.
you have to be ruthless. Not only do you have to make certain business decisions, but there's got to be also a way to where you need to be honorable in those fucking decisions that you make. They are pricing everybody out, including families, including a certain class, every.
That's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said.
New Orleans, who was granted a WrestleMania this year, and they were given the boot because WWE knew that they would make more of a profit if they would go back to Las Vegas this year. But guess what? Oh, here, we'll give you a Money in the Bank for 2026.
Exactly.
That's your reward. Outside of AJ Lee returning, there's fucking nothing. WWE continues to liquidate the cycle of what Vince McMahon has already created over the last several decades. Sure, they've done a lot of great several moments, viral moments, and nostalgia. But when you push all of that aside, this company has not been consistent. They have not fulfilled any commitments. And the only thing that they have done for this company is plaster advertisements, commercials all over of what's been created by Vince McMahon over the past.
The advertisements. I see that shit all the time. We see that shit all the time. Advertisements here, advertisements there. During the matches, commercials, just going AWOL, right? And it's frustrating as a fan to constantly see that. It's a turnoff. It's definitely a turnoff. And the creative, from a creative aspect, this is the worst year that WWE has ever had. This is the worst year creatively that they've ever had. They're content. They're stuck creatively. They think they're coming up with great ideas and they're not. All they're worrying about is the money, right? Triple H, I don't know if he's a puppet or whatever. None of my business. It is what it is. But his creative is not good. He is not giving us captivating moments. He is not giving us captivating storytelling, character development. You're not creating any new stars. And I was going to do a separate video / podcast talking about that, about how WWE is not creating new stars. You know what? I'm going to include that in this podcast right here. WWE has a problem. They have a problem. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what they need to fix. Why are they struggling to create new stars? Why are they struggling? What's the problem? What's the deal? You know what I mean? You look at the women, I think I can confidently say that they've done a good job. They're focusing more on the women than the men, right? And you look at the women, right? Who are the new stars? You got Rhea Ripley, right? You got Roxanne Perez. You got Julia, Stephanie Vaquer. You got NXT, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, right? Lash Legend, Keelani Jordan, Jordan Grace, right? Formerly Mariah May, right? You got some women, right? Even in the Evolve thing, the Evolve show that they have, they're creating women. What about the men, though? What about the men? Nigga, you ain't got none. Jacob Fatu's momentum completely stalled. What's going on with that? We don't know. You got Braun Breaker. You got Bronson Reed. What the fuck is going on with Carmelo Hayes? I don't know. You know, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker came up at the same time too, right? Like, people think Carmelo Hayes is just as better or literally the same as a Braun Breaker. WWE doesn't see that way. They handpicked Braun Breaker. I don't know if WWE handpicked Carmelo Hayes. You can see it on television. They're not fucking with Carmelo Hayes like that. They're giving Braun Breaker all the keys. Teaming with Rollins, with Paul Heyman. You can see where WWE's going. And I don't want to personally attack Braun Breaker because I love Braun Breaker. I know he's going to be the future. I know he's going to be multi-time WrestleMania main event. I know this shit. I know this. But Carmelo Hayes is just as good as a Braun Breaker. What happened with Austin Theory? I know Austin Theory's hurt. But fuck all of the, oh, I'm injured. I don't care about all that. Hopefully he gets better. But even before that, they like giving up on the dude. Why? I don't know. He needs to turn babyface. It's another dude right there. Could be a future of the WWE. With the Braun Breakers. With the Bronson Reeds. Carmelo Hayes. You got Trick Williams there. Trick Williams can do some damage. Right? Obafemi can do some stuff. Obafemi, I think, is going to be perfectly fine on the main roster. I mean, you'd think, right? You'd think he'd be okay. But we don't know that. We don't know that. WWE giving up on people immediately out of the gate. WWE handpicking specific people. I mean, that's expected, though. Like I've said so many times. I know WWE handpicks people. But my nigga, you don't need to make it crystal clear and obvious because those people are the fans are going to turn on them. The fans are going to turn on them. Right? There's more new stars for the women than the men. Now, the thing is, are some of the women ready? Looks like WWE is putting more effort in the women than the men are. That's not a conversation a lot of people want to have. Right? WWE, you need to find your replacement for Roman Reigns and fast. Oh, it's a Braun Breaker. They already found one. Okay. Let's say that's true. It's Braun Breaker. Cool. Okay. I'm a fan of Braun Breaker. Do you, WWE, have requisite pieces around Braun Breaker? The answer is no. No, you don't. And if you say you do, you don't, because you're not putting those specific people in the proper positions. Right? You're not. WWE is going to run into a situation where there's no Roman Reigns, there's no Cody Rhodes, there's no CM Punk, there's no Drew McIntyre, there's no Seth Rollins, there's no Randy Orton, there's no John Cena. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Is Braun Breaker going to be the only one there standing? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not smart. That's not smart business. You need to create multiple new stars. Multiple. More than 3. Look at what happened in 06, 07, 08. You had multiple people up the pipeline. You had like 14 people. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, WWE's philosophy. I feel like they're losing touch from a character storytelling perspective. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll get one good storyline here and there, but that's the problem. You need multiple stories. Or they're putting faith in the women. True. They're creating new stars for the women. But how many of those women are going to really grab the ball and run with it? And also, they're not really doing the women a disservice. They're not in really any good storylines. There's no real great characters. I'm talking character. We ain't got that with the women. We don't have it. WWE wants to paint this picture. Oh, we're giving them great matches. You guys really don't trust the women still. You don't. You do not trust the women. You don't even trust the new stars you have now for the men, quote unquote. Right? AJ Lee's back. I'm one of the biggest AJ Lee fans in the community. Love AJ Lee. Happy she's back home. Becky Lynch. You know, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss. Right? Charlotte Flair. AJ Lee. You know, and they're in positions, right? They're in high profile positions. But when is it going to be the new women's turn? Now, I'm trying to differ between Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Are they new stars? Or I would say they're new because they weren't in the same level of a Charlotte, Bayley, Becky, you know? I'd put Io in there with Bianca and Rhea Ripley. So you got those three right there. And then you got like Roxanne Perez. You got Julia. You got Stephanie Vaquer. Right? Naomi's with the OGs as well, too. You feel me? So I just feel WWE right now is definitely in a situation where their TV is not must-see. They're not. And if you say they are, to each their own respectfully, but cap. And WWE is in a pickle. And then we got the Saudi Arabia thing. Listen, this Saudi Arabia thing, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So it is what it is. Is it frustrating? Yes, it is frustrating. Okay? It's frustrating. It's annoying and it's frustrating. But it is what it is. You know what my main problem is? You know what my main problem is? You know those Saudi Arabia people over there don't give a fuck about the women? They didn't even want the women wrestlers to even wrestle on the show. WWE had to beg for them to wrestle on the show. You know, they're going to be completely clothed. They look like they're going to have a Spider-Man suit on when they wrestle at WrestleMania, when they wrestle at Royal Rumble. Those people in Saudi Arabia don't care about the women. I'm telling you, they don't. And the more y'all understand that, WWE, the better. They don't care about the women. So you're going to put those ladies out there like that in Front Street, get no real reaction. Nobody's really going to care. They're going to be on their hands and knees, just who cares? But when the men come up, let's get it popping. But for the women, who gives a fuck? Like, you really want that for that morale for those ladies? Man, if I'm a woman in WWE, did y'all not see this is crazy. This is crazy. And I know they're pissed. I know they ain't fucking with it either. Everybody's seen the press conference. Everybody. We seen it. Stephanie Vaquer looked annoyed as hell. Charlotte Flair looked fucking annoyed. I mean, that woman didn't even want to be there. Her and Bianca Belair, bruh. Come on, man. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Stephanie Vaquer, and Liv Morgan. They didn't want to fucking be there. Y'all might not want to hear that. Y'all might think y'all are, Jordan, you're being a little too controversial. I'm not being controversial. Everybody's seen it. I'm just saying what people are afraid to say. Some of them actually are saying it on social media, which is good. Those ladies don't want to be there. They looked pissed. WrestleMania is going to Saudi Arabia. You okay with that? And then there's going to be people, oh, shut up, you're going to watch it anyway. Yeah, nigga, I'm going to watch it. Fuck is you talking about? It's WrestleMania, bro. Of course I'm going to watch that shit. It's going to come on early as fuck, but I'm going to watch that shit. So that type of response, to me, you're ill-equipped. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just mad that people are upset that WrestleMania is going to Saudi Arabia. So you want to say, oh, shut the fuck up. You're going to watch anyway. What a lame response. Respectfully. What a lame response. You come here and you're like, y'all are going to watch anyway. Shut up. It's like shut up and dribble. In this case, it's shut up and watch. Well, you are right. We are going to watch. But you being mad that we're upset about what just happened with the announcement, that's crazy. That's crazy. It is what it is, guys. WWE is going to Saudi Arabia. Ain't nothing we could do about it. You know what I mean? There really is nothing we can do about it. But let's get back to this this video on TikTok, man.
Years, decades. That's just the truth, bro. The least that you can do, man, is let those ladies frickin' rock out, right? Don't let them frickin' cover up, man. At least find some.
Nah, they're gonna be cover up like Spider-Man, bro. They're gonna have that costume. You feel me? The Saudi Arabia people don't give a fuck about these ladies, man. They don't care. It's sad, but they don't care. They're not gonna really be emotionally invested in their matches. They're just not. Bro, I'm looking at Charlotte Flair. She looks fucking pissed. Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer looks annoyed. Bianca looks like she wants to get the fuck up out of there. I don't know about Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. Logan Paul, Seth Rollins. You know, the men look stoic because the Saudi Arabia people are going to see them. But the women, this is a problem for the women's division, for the women in WWE. I feel bad for these ladies, man. I really do. I feel bad for these ladies, bro.
Sort of common ground. Have the ladies go out there and showcase what they have. And again, I'm not just saying it's about the looks or anything like that.
Yeah,
showcasing, you know, who their characters are and how they showcase themselves in America. Do the due diligence to at least find a common ground to not hold these women back. In the next 5 some odd years, when you've already priced everybody out, you're not going to have anything else left. We're talking about a dude to where if you have paid a close attention, this dude does everything but stay in the fucking creative writer's room. This dude has been on commercials. This dude has been doing voiceovers. And we wonder why the fucking ratings are going down, why everything else, other metrics are going down.
All right, I'll end it there. Listen, the metrics are going down because all WWE cares about is sponsorships. That's all they care about. That's it. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else, right? It's frustrating as a fan. The WWE is not exciting. This is the weakest I think WWE creatively has ever been. And Triple H, he was on Nightcap. Ocho and Unk, Shannon Sharp. If you know, you know. Triple H says WWE, quote, is not the sport. We're a movie about the sport. I will say this a lot of times when people don't understand. Like, if we're talking to a network executive, they're trying to figure out what we are. I say we are less boxing, more Rocky. We're not the sport. We're a movie about the sport. Rocky is a real love story. It happens to have boxing as a background and the meta for things that has to overcome and do our business. When you talk about that emotion, when you talk about storytelling, you ain't got no storytelling, Triple H. Y'all are bugging with the we got story characters. No, y'all niggas don't, bro. Y'all don't have any of that shit right now. He continues, it's why our business is evergreen. It's the story, it's the spectacle, it's all those things. That's where we're different. We're a spectacle and storytelling. Oh, yeah? Well, storytelling, I'm going to say you're slacking big time. You're slacking big time. And this is a worldwide problem. I see people constantly. Oh, WWE is struggling. WWE isn't must see. I got homies telling me they don't even watch SmackDown. They don't watch NXT. They don't watch Monday Night Raw. They only keep up with WWE through social media. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I do that too. I watch Raw from time to time. But other than that, I keep up with it on social media. That's what I really wanted to talk to y'all about. It's just, I want to be up here. I want to give you guys a great experience from an audio standpoint about, WWE and my opinions on the WWE. I just don't care. I really don't care what's going on with the WWE product. This is the most less interested I have ever been with the WWE product. The tag team division on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, terrible. You're bringing in people when you don't have a plan for them. If that's on free agency or NXT, you have no plans for these people. So why are you bringing them up from NXT or why are you bringing them up from the free agency coming into the WWE if they're going to be on NXT or the main roster? Why are you bringing them up if you have no plan for them? That's the same shit that I had with Tony Khan. You're bringing these people in, you have no plan for them. Why are you doing that? The women's division, SmackDown is abysmal. Tiffany Stratton, we got to be real, man. We got to be real. Her reign is not good. She has no competitors. We continue to see the feud with Jade Cargill. Now, her match with Jade Cargill on SmackDown was pretty decent. They do have some good chemistry. They're going to add Nia Jax to it. Okay. Nia Jax is doing the best work of her career, man. Bless her. But I don't care because we've seen it already. We have seen it already. So we're going to get a triple threat match. It's like, come on, bro. Like, give us something new. And it just feels like WWE is more into the business. And they know the fans are going to pay the fucking tickets. Hey, fans out there. I mean, y'all not going to do it. Y'all not going to do it. That's why y'all quiet. The ones that are speaking up are the ones that aren't paying for the tickets. If you don't want to pay for the tickets, don't go to the shows. But people are going to continue to pay for the tickets. That's why these prices are going to continue to go up and up and up. Because Mark Shapiro, Triple H, everybody else in WWE, they know the fans are gullible. They know the fans are gullible, bruh. WWE fans are the most gullible fans in entertainment sports. They are. They're going to pay for anything. They're going to pay for anything. If a large chunk of people decline, cool. But still, there's going to be more people that pay than people that don't. There's going to be more people that talk about the WWE on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis than other people. You feel me? I want to be up here. I want to talk about the WWE every week, every day. I do. But the product, for me, in my humble opinion, has not been good. It hasn't. It hasn't. Okay? There's not going to be a state of the WWE this week because there's a pay-per-view. All right? So I'm already going to put something else out. So there's not going to be a state of the WWE. We'll get to that after, WrestlePalooza, talking about all the happenings after WrestlePalooza and everything else happening in the WWE next Tuesday on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. So y'all can stay tapped and stay tuned for that next week. Not this upcoming week, but next week. But the tag team division is not good. There's no depth. The women's division on SmackDown is not good. WWE has mistreated Julia's United States Championship reign. I don't understand why. It is what it is. The tag team division on SmackDown is solid, but they don't have enough teams. Cody Rhodes is WWE champion. I don't care. I don't care. And quite frankly, if Drew McIntyre even wins the title, it's going to be like they're just missing that juice, man. They're missing that storyline that Monday Night Raw has with the mixed tag team match. At least they have story there. SmackDown does not have that one storyline that's gravitating the audience to watch each and every week. People are not watching these shows weekly. Fully, at least fully. They're keeping it up through social media, like myself. I'm guilty of that. I watch Raw from time to time on Netflix, but I'm not watching the whole show. You feel me? So, and it's not us hating WWE. It's not. The simple fact is, we're not enjoying it, so we're not going to watch it. I'm going to keep up with it. I got my job on this podcast, right? I got a TikTok to run, right? So I'm going to continue to talk about the WWE. WWE is going in a place that I feel is going to be more sports-centric. And I feel a lot of people are not going to like that. And quite frankly, I feel WWE isn't really putting the emphasis on creating new stars. They're not putting emphasis on marketing these new stars. They're afraid to create new stars. Quite frankly, from me to y'all, it looks like WWE doesn't believe they have their next Roman Reigns. They don't feel like they have, their next couple superstars. The crazy thing is, it's there. They have them. I could come up names right now off the top of my head. They got people. The problem is, I don't think WWE trusts these people 110%. I don't think they do. I'm just being honest with you guys. More and more people on TikTok are giving their 2 cents and are giving their opinion on the WWE product. The ticket sales, I don't know who wants to continue to pay for, the shows that you're given and the amount that WWE is charging you. WWE, you are not worth the money that you're charging the people. I'm going to say that right now. You're not. But they kind of are, because people are paying that type of money, that type of fee to go to a WWE show. When the WWE is in their market, they gonna fucking go. So I guess they are, but people like me and others who are critical of the product and give their 2 cents, give their opinion, we're chastised, we're made fun of. Oh, you're a geek, you're this and that, you're a smart mark, all this other stuff. It's not about that. It's just about, we miss the old WWE. We miss when WWE had characters, when WWE had consistent storylines, when WWE had more than, I'd say, 5 people on television that we can emotionally invest our time into. They just recycle people. People get lost in the shuffle. Storylines get tossed aside out of the blue for no reason, no explanation. You feel me? Saudi Arabia thing. People aren't fucking them or fucking with them at all with this. And it is what it is. It is what it is. You're either going to watch or you're not. Simple. Bottom line. But I'm going to always continue to watch WWE. Continue to talk about WWE. I love WWE. I want them to do well. But creating the new star aspect, it's like they think they don't have any, and it's frustrating because I can pinpoint like 3, 4, 5, 6 people that they got. They just don't trust them. And that's the problem. Like, it's there, you got them. It's just that they don't want to trust them, and I just don't understand why. WWE needs to get better and better very quickly before they start losing their fan base. They're making business decisions that are pissing the fans off. Their advertisements is pissing fans off. WWE right now was actually really in a question mark era. People are really questioning their fandom with the WWE product. Should I still watch? Should I still cover it? Should I still keep up with it? What's going on? If I don't watch, should I at least still, keep up with it? People are even talking about that now because WWE is driving people away, turning people off. And it's frustrating. But I'm going to be up here giving you guys my opinions on WWE all the time. Y'all can count me on that. I'm always going to give my 2 cents. All right? I want WWE to do well. I love WWE. Love WWE. You know what I mean? And I just want them to do well. But I'm going to always, no matter how many people listen to me, no matter how big I am or not, that big within the community, I'm always going to voice my opinion about, the WWE product. So, and right now they're struggling. They're struggling from a creative standpoint, from a investment standpoint. Business, they're booming. Cool. It's fine. I ain't worried about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't in that field. I'm in the creative field. You feel me? You're listening to the most creative wrestling podcast in the space. The creativity, talk to me. Talk to me. I'll give you my 2 cents. And right now, my 2 cents is I'm not liking the creative of WWE so far. The feud with Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, I'm liking. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, I'm liking. But everything else is, it's not interesting me. It's really not. The women's IC title used to interest me, but now it's just like, it's not that interesting to me. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of things that interest me about the WWE product right now, and that's very frustrating. So, stop relying on the old school. You know what I mean? You need to create new stars. WWE, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, Randy Orton, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. All these people, they're not going to be there for that much longer. You need to create new stars. Stop being scared to. Stop being scared to. You have many new upcoming stars that you can invest your time into. The problem is we're living in an era that they don't want to invest. This isn't '02 where you had Dave Bautista, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Brock Lesnar, where you invested years into these people. Those days are over. You get like 1 year max, bro. WWE wants stars created immediately out of the gate. You feel me? And you do that philosophy, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with WWE from a creative standpoint. This is definitely its worst it's been in a while. And this is the less interested I have ever been with the WWE product. But I'm not going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if anybody, stop watching then. Jordan, stop watching. You're always negative. I'm always negative, first of all. I try to bring love and prosperity over here to the podcast every week. I want to be positive with the WWE product. I really do. But, bro, if something ain't rocking and if something ain't shaking, I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. It's all negative right now. That's understandable. And you want to hear somebody that is positive. I will be positive. But I'm also going to give you the negatives. I'm always going to be me, bro. That ain't never going to change. Never. All right? I'm sorry. I don't want to be negative all the time. I don't. And I'm not even really negative all the time. It's just when I'm negative, I know it's a turnoff for people. But, and it's not about, who's gonna be honest, who's gonna be upfront. It's not about that. I don't care what other people do. I don't care, bro. I really don't. If they want to be all negative about the WWE product, let them be negative all the time. If they want to be positive about the WWE product all the time, let them be positive about the WWE product all the time. WWE ain't all sunshines and rainbows, bro. They're not. They have good and bad moments. Right now, WWE, you shaky right now. And I'm going to always be here. I'm going to always be here on the Wrestling Takeover podcast, giving you guys my honest, unfiltered, and creative perspectives every single week. Every week, bro. Every week, right here. I don't talk about Raw. I don't talk about SmackDown because I'm not liking what I'm saying. So why am I going to talk about it? Why am I going to waste my breath? Majority of them, it would be all negative. So why would I waste my time? Why? I follow WWE. I keep up with it. If I can only put out the state of the WWE, I'll be good. I'll be chilling. Because at least I'm giving y'all some content. I hope you guys enjoy this. And just know I love WWE. I really do. But I'm always be me. I'm always going to be true to myself. I'm always be honest with you guys. All right? I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all supporting. Listen, later this week, we're going to talk about WrestlePalooza. We're going to talk about WrestlePalooza. The card's interesting. The card is very interesting, man. I'm interested to see where WWE's going to go. The 5-match format, it don't look like that's never going away. So people who want 6, 7, 8, we might get 6 here and there, but looks like 5 is the sweet spot for these WWE Premium Live events. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was more negative, true, but I really want WWE to thrive. I really want them to thrive. And right now, WWE is in a hole right now where they need to be very careful with the moves that they make from a business standpoint, because it absolutely can affect them creatively. WWE, one more thing before I go. Please start creating new stars. I appreciate everybody kicking with me. Jordan Turner, host of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. I'll see y'all later.